Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a soup. But before we get into all that, I want you to understand why this is more than just some basic soup tutorial. Soup is the ultimate healing food. The energetic and nutritional benefits of soup are unprecedented. Soup can literally nourish the body. It will help aid in digestion, support your immune system, and also help with normal functionality of all of your organs. So how can soup do this? It all goes back to the spleen. In traditional Chinese medicine, the spleen does more than just serve as a lymphatic organ. It helps with digestion, as the spleen and stomach are paired organs in Chinese medicine. It will help support your immune system as it extracts qi and blood from the food that you consume and sends it to the rest of the body to support overall functionality. The spleen is responsible for nourishing the mind, making sure you have good concentration and mental function. It also is responsible for holding the blood in the vessels so you have really strong constitution. And if you're suffering from an impaired spleen or a spleen qi deficiency, you can have a variety of symptoms like lethargy, brain fog, poor concentration and focus, digestion issues, fatigue, lack of appetite, loose stools or bowel movements. The spleen likes warm foods and it likes foods that are really gentle. So by eating tons of dairy or fried foods or drinking ice water or having smoothies every single day, that's really hard on the spleen. And we need to do everything in our power to support it because we know a healthy, strong spleen is our baseline constitution to be strong. So there's some really easy ways to support the spleen. One is eliminate things like ice water, excessive smoothies. The other is incorporate soups into your diet. Warm, easily digestible soups are so nourishing for the spleen. It's also really economical and super easy to make, so it's kind of like a win-win. In my household, we have soup every single day. And I'll go ahead and link my blog so you can get some good soup recipes under your belt. But today I'm going to show you how to make a really easy, really great immune boosting soup. First, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, or whichever oil you prefer, to an oven-safe baking dish. Next, cut the tops off of 3 garlic heads and place them into the baking dish. Add a dash of salt over top. Cover the baking dish and place it in the oven that has been preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Bake for 45 minutes. While the garlic is roasting, prep the rest of your ingredients. Cut 1 large onion into chunks and add it into a large bowl. Next, take fresh ginger and section off a 2-inch chunk. Peel it and roughly chop it. You can also use the pre-prepared ginger that comes in a tube from the produce section at the grocery store. Add it to the bowl. Next, add your spices. 1.5 teaspoons of dried thyme and a pinch of cayenne pepper, but you can omit the pepper if you're not a fan of heat. Next, prep your raw garlic. We need 26 garlic cloves. Place them into a separate bowl. Once your roasted garlic is done, carefully squeeze 26 garlic cloves out of their skin and place them into an empty bowl. This is going to be hot, so wait for it to cool first. In a stock pot, add 2 tablespoons of oil and heat over medium. Once hot, add the onions, ginger, and spices. Saute for 6 minutes. Next, add in the 26 raw garlic cloves and 26 roasted garlic cloves. Saute for another 3 minutes until fragrant. Add 4 cups of broth. I used my homemade broth concentrate with 4 cups of water. I'll go ahead and link that in the description, but you can use any broth or chicken stock that you have on hand. Bring to a boil, then cover and reduce to a simmer for 30 minutes. Add half a cup of unsweetened plant-based milk, then using an immersion blender, carefully blend. I've been using my Cuisinart immersion blender for years and I love it. I'll link that in the description below. If you don't have one, then you can wait for the soup to cool, then transfer it to a blender and blend until smooth. Ladle your soup into a bowl. If you have a lemon to garnish it with, that would be ideal. Finally, enjoy. This soup is perfect, especially if you have a cold, given its antimicrobial and warming properties, but you can enjoy this any time of year.